I've just had breakfast at 7-Eleven and I've decided to come and wait for the visitor centre to open in Lovers Park to pick up another of the stamps. I nearly couldn't be bothered because it's extra walking, but let's just do this. It's not quite 9 o'clock, so the visitor centre hasn't opened. There's a guy with a leaf blower walking around and just blowing leaves from one place to another, really. He doesn't seem to have any goal. He has even blown some into the centre. I have stamped my stamp. The leaf blower guy is currently blowing, I don't know, dust around the centre itself. So it's really loud in there. There's also another puppy, a very tiny little puppy. When Typhoon Moraka came through, it dumped a whole load of wood in this area. All of the trees from upstream that were knocked down were carried here. You can see photos online of the reservoir and it's just like a log yard. It's absolutely covered in wood. And so the people here decided to find a way to turn this into a good thing, and they kind of set up a local industry making musical instruments and other items out of the wood. There's some information boards in the visitor centre that explain it in more detail, but unfortunately they're all in Chinese at the moment. I have just made it back to Provincial Highway number 3, so I need to take a left turn and continue on this for a way. It's not long on 9 o'clock and it's absolutely roasting already. I think today is going to be unpleasantly hot. The road here is narrowed again to a 2-lane roadway. It's quite quiet and thankfully it's shady too. The bamboo stalks are so tall. I've been walking for about half an hour, and as has become something of a pattern, I've just received my first offer of a lift. This is an interesting spot. I'm at kilometre marker 333 on Provincial Highway number 3. There's a little roadside convenience store here. I have been planning to take a break here, have a coffee, but despite the opening hours saying it should be open today, there's nobody here. So I'm just gonna keep going. It's probably only about an hour since I left Dabu anyway, so I would just be stopping for the hell of stopping rather than actually because I need to stop. So let's keep going. In terms of weight to nutritional value, these are probably one of the worst hiking foods there is, but I'm loving them on a hot day. This is one of the generals of the 5 camps. This one is the eastern camp. I wonder where the others are. Sometimes they're scattered around the temple complex, sometimes they're scattered throughout a village. This is Dapu Bridge. At the far end of Dapu Bridge, I'm going to turn right and head up to where these guys on their motorcycles have just gone. I got a thumbs up or a wave from each single one of them. There's a waterfall beside the trail here, so I'm going to head down and have a quick look. Qing Yun Waterfall. I've just picked these up from a pile of bamboo leaves, and they're as dry and crispy as the leaves themselves, so they've obviously been there a while. Before I came to Taiwan, I would have thought this is great. Now, there are so many superstitions about picking up money in Taiwan. I'm going to have to spend it quickly, or well, to make sure I don't attract any bad luck. I'm doing some downhill backwards walking. I've done too much downhill forwards walking. My legs are complaining, so backwards it is. I just got cheered on and offered lunch by a group of road workers who are fixing something at the far end of the tunnel. Somebody's left a jacket here. It must have been here for years. Parts of the jacket, the collar, the sleeves, the waist, they've become home to a colony of moss and lichen here too. It's a work of art. Both of these roads head up towards Tarshan, but I'm going to stick to the main road on the left here. I've just walked up from Tarshan Bridge, and this section of road is really steep and winding. This guy on a motorbike just passed me walking up the steepest section, and about 5 minutes later he came back with this milk tea for me. Didn't say anything, just gave it to me, gave me a thumbs up, and then turned back around again and continued on his way. I don't even like green milk tea, but I'm gonna drink it and I'm gonna love it because, oh, it makes me feel so happy. Well, it turns out I was wrong. I do like green milk tea. It's very pleasant. I've arrived in Tarshan, and the local dogs are letting everybody know that I've arrived, very vocally. Google Maps says there is a coffee shop a little bit further up. Whether or not there really is, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I will spend the rest of the day wandering around here. I'll dump my stuff off at the place I'm staying and then try not to bother the local dogs too much. I arrived at Tartan really early enough to come up for a little walk and take a look at the fire and water spring here. The flame feeds on natural gases that bubble up from the well below, and it just keeps flaming day and night forever. Have been cooked the most delicious looking feast by the people who run the bed and breakfast I'm staying at. I am starving. I will demolish this.